guys, welcome to another art lesson. We're going to learn how to draw a motorcycle. Now, what I did is I drew my line. So I looked around the house, look around your house to see if you have a round piece of, maybe your dad and mom have like a round piece of tape like this. So it's good for the tires, and if it's a little thinner you have, it's even better for you because you'll be able to have little thin tires. So my motorcycle today is going to have some fat tires. So what we're going to do is we're going to line her up right about there. So we're going to put a little dot about there and maybe about there. And so that kind of gives me an idea where I want the tires. So I'm going to line up my tape just like that. And I'm going to go around. Ooh, hold my breath a little bit. Oh, the board moved. And do the best you can. Also now when you keep it there, and do the inside too. Like that. And look in the middle and just draw a little dot in the middle there, roughly in the center. So we're going to go across. We're going to do the same thing again. So we're going to take the tape, go around with the marker. Got to hold it tight so it doesn't. And then it moved on me, so there we go. And I'm going to do the inside. There we go. And then I'm going to put a little dot like roughly right in the center. It's just the little dot, just so it's guidelines, something to follow, and to make it like easy steps. What do you think, Motor Kid? Yeah, looks pretty good. Looks like two eyes. Yeah, it looks like your eyes, blue eyes. Okay, let's keep going. So now I want you to take your ruler. So make sure you got a ruler, pencil, an eraser, like always. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line from one end to the other end. So did you guys have that yet? I'll take my time. Now, what's the next thing? Well, if we draw a little dot roughly in the center of these two circles, and then just over a little bit, we're going to do kind of like another little dot there. So make sure you have 4 little dots, and that kind of helps you for a guide. So I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go up a little bit. And I think if you look at those 2 wheels, the motorcycle gas tank should be right around there in the seat, because usually the seat's almost in the middle near the motor, but just above the fender. So, okay, now let's practice our teardrop. We're going to try to do something like this. So I'm going to go, hold my breath. Similar to that. Do you guys have it? And then what's on top of a gas tank on a motorcycle? A lot of times, something like this, which is the speedometer, and there's like an on and off button in there, like that. So now, the next thing we'll do is we're going to go right above here, right above where that tire is, and what we're going to do is kind of like the top of a seat. So the seat will start here, and then it'll go right there, so it basically stops there, and then goes down like that. And then we can give that a little texture like that, and another little line. And we can even put a little bolt there. Did you guys get that? What do you think? Ooh. Come on, Speedster, you can come and look real close, since Scooter was the last one. Right, Scooter? Yeah, he did. Now, we're going to take a curved line, and we're going to do like the back fender. So, hold your breath a little bit, follow this little circle, but go out a little bit. So you're going to go like this, and then we're going to come into that tire a little bit, follow the line, and then we're going to go right to there like that. Now, what we're going to do, let's give it a stripe, so it's not so confusing. And then we can color this in if you want, like that. How's that? Now, we're going to do the back seat in case somebody wants to go for a ride on the motorcycle. And then they always have like a little tail light. So the tail light will be like that and like that. And we can color that red. So now we have the back fender. Now we have the seat, the gas tank. We could put a little emblem on the gas tank, a little square, almost like the Harley Davidson one, like that. So let me fix that up a little bit. So that's kind of cool, and then we'll give it a stripe. Ooh, there, now it's starting. Now what's the next thing we should do? It's kind of hard, but let's try it. So now, you remember that little dot I told you about, right about there? We're gonna do a V line. So we're gonna take that, and right in the center of where that gas tank, we're gonna put another little dot. And then we're gonna join it right in here. So we're gonna take our ruler, and we're gonna go right across, and then we're gonna join that little dot up there, like that. Now inside that, we're going to put a circle. We try to do that nice and round. And then we're gonna put another V similar to this, or we could do and a circle inside. And then with a little line. That just tells you where to stop. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this shape. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, right here, like that. So we're gonna go a nice parallel line like this. We're gonna go around, that kind of makes the motor. And then up like that. And what we could do is put some bolts in there like that. And we could put a little nameplate there too. And I'm gonna make this line a little straighter. Then we got usually a little round part right in front of the motor, and it's usually an oil filter that's in there. Now, let's go back. We got a little bit of an idea of what the motor's gonna look like, but I don't wanna finish it yet too much. So we're going to join this line. So with this little dot on that side there, go down a little bit on an angle. And then right next to it, we're gonna go down on an angle like that. 2 angled lines like that. Roughly about the same length. Then right to this center point, we're gonna take our line like this, draw a line. And then I'm gonna make this one a little thicker, like that. Then we're going to take this, at this point, we're going to go down, and we can put 2 lines there. And then we can put these 2 lines together like this, and these 2 lines together like that. And now, up on the top here, you're going to see, like say if this was the cylinder of the motor, because it's always like a V-twin. Not always, but most motorcycles are V-twin cylinders. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to do a curved line from here to about there. So we're going to hold your breath. Hold my breath. Kind of like that. So that could be the exhaust, like the exhaust pipe. That's what makes a lot of noise. Boom, boom, right, Speedster? Yeah, yeah. Now we're going to take, now let's do the motor a little bit now. We're going to take some lines, and we're going to go, that could be the cylinder head. Same thing here, a couple of lines. And then we're going to do a little rectangle right in here. And we can color that in a little bit. And we're going to do some cylinder lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to make sure, if you've got 5 on one side, lines, you got to make sure you got 5 on the other side. Like that. And then we could do a little box here, like just a little line where it can join. So, and then sometimes you can make those a little thick too, which is kind of cool. And I'm just going to go over the air filter one more time. Now we have the motor, but we only have one exhaust. We need an exhaust system on the other cylinder, so it's like it's a V-twin. So we're going to take our ruler, and we're going to draw a line from this point all the way to roughly in the middle here. Like that. Oh, I went past, but that's okay. We can fix it. And then roughly in the center here, we're going to join it like that. So, like that. Then we're going to put another little line here, 2 lines. Now we're going to join the same curved line you have here. Now we're going to join the curved line. Like that. So that's like the second pipe. So there we go. I think we got it. And we can take these little lines, and those could be where the pipes join. There. It's starting to look one. Usually right underneath the seat, there's like a side cover there because there's the battery that's there, all kinds of things that are stored under the seat. So real quickly, we're gonna do, and then we would do a couple little stripes on that side cover. Now we're gonna finish this wheel. So remember that little dot that we had here? We can put that little dot there again. So we're gonna go up, 2 little lines, down, and then we're gonna go pretend there's a cross, but we're gonna not do it because you can't see it because it's behind the exhaust pipes. Now we're gonna go, see the little space in between here? So we're gonna do same thing again. So we're gonna go like that, like this, like that, and like that. And if you want, you can go a little dark with those. And those could be, and we can't forget, inside these tires there's a tube. So there's always like a little knob there so that they can put the air, the little nub there, so they can put the air in the tire. Now, we've got the fender and we got the back seat. I forgot to put the lines in there. And now it's getting close. We can put some tread on the tires. And then the little one in between, just like that. What do you think, guys? Oh, I like it. It's really looking like one. Does it go fast? Ask Speedster, he always wants to go fast. What do you think, Scooter? Yeah, I like it. Does it go fast just like Speedster says? Yeah. Can I go for a ride on it? Oh, maybe. Maybe we'll go later. Well, let's keep finishing it because this is a big lesson. Now, that's what we have so far. And we could do a little line here, and you can get really, really crazy and put all kinds of things in. But what's most important is how do you steer the motorcycle? You got handlebars, just like the handlebars on your bicycles. So what we're gonna do is take this little dot here. We're gonna make that dot a little bit bigger, like that. And maybe even a little bit bigger, like that. So now you've got 2 sides of this little dot. So now we're gonna go all the way up, and usually it's always, the handlebars are up high. So we're gonna put a little dot, maybe right about here, so to make sure that that's as far as we go. So now you line up that, and you go all the way up, and on the other side of the line, all the way up, just like that. Now on a motorcycle, there's shock absorbers in the front. It's like hydraulic shock absorbers. So, and there's always the bottom part that's a little thicker. So we're gonna come out like this, and then we're gonna go a little thicker on this one, just like that. And then we're gonna cut a little line there, draw a little line there, and then we'll draw a little line there, like that. And then now we're gonna do the handlebars. You can do all kinds of handlebars. So I'm gonna go like a little curve, like that, and then a little curve like that. And those are my hand grips, and then I got my brakes and then we have to do the other one in the back. So we're gonna do it always something similar to that, like that, and then you post down there. So that's kind of close. Those are like sissy bars almost kind of thing. You know, it's gonna look kind of nice. What are we gonna do next? Well, let's see. This here, you can color this in because it's usually black. The frames are always black on bikes, like that. Now what we can do is, there's always a headlight. So right about in that spot, right there, we can do the shaker. So you go like that, and there's always a little line. And then we'll do it like that, and then we'll give it. So I'm gonna change this up a little bit, just to make it a little easier. It's hard to draw on this board. It's really easy when you have a pencil and paper. It just makes things a little easier. And then we got the headlamp. There's the headlamp. And we can do a little bracket here. And we can do the blinkers. And we might also put the little blinker here too. There's a little blinker right there. Now, well, we have to do the fender. So now we're gonna take this again one more time. We're gonna go just outside this little circle. So we're gonna go make this a little thick, a little thicker line. And then we're gonna put one on an angle here. And then we're gonna go a little thicker line, follow the circle, like that. And then we can even cut it at this line, the same line that you had. And then we'll put a little light in the front. Some bikes have little lights in the front. fender and go up with the fender like this. And if you want, you can do another little stripe here. Similar to that. Now we have a fender just like the back, and it has a stripe. Let's give it a stripe. Sometimes when you put the stripes in like that, it's not so confusing when you draw it. Now we can do this little line. We can do a reflector light. There's always like a little orange or a yellow light here, a little reflector. Now we're really getting into a lot of detail. So we have our tire. Now we got to do the rim. So again, we're going to try to make the cross. So 1, 2 lines, another line, going across, down, and then we can do it again this way. And those are not really spoke wheels because there would be a lot of spokes. And then we forgot the little air valve. There we go. And then I'm going to fix this up a little bit here so it's a little easier for you guys to understand. And then we're going to do the treads. And then a little line like this. Now, you take your eraser like this, and I'm just going to use, well, I got a big eraser. I can do that. And erase the little lines, your little guidelines. I'll do it with my finger. And then if you can erase that little line there with the pipe. And if you want, you can color inside where the motor part is. You can make that black, like this here. And then you can make this black too. Because inside the parts, where all the parts and the wires are and all that, all the motorcycle companies like to hide all that. And then in here as well. There, and then now we can do the asphalt, which is, now what's most important, kids? What do you think? What do you think? Well, what? If that bike was just sitting there like that, it's on 2 wheels, wouldn't it be tipsy-topsy? Yeah, we need a kickstand. So we'll put a little circle there and a little kickstand. And then what we could do is maybe just make this line a little thicker. So it kind of makes the frame. And there is our motorcycle lesson. I don't know if it's a Harley Davidson or any kind of bike, I don't know, but it's pretty nice. And if you want, you can get really carried away. And again, we could put like a horizon line there in the background. And then we could put a tree with branches, similar to this. You know, and another one back there, and then a little bit of the grass. And how about if we put a house, and then like this, maybe the other part of the house with this line, and real quick, it could be in front of a garage door. That's the garage door. And then the driveway. And then we can put some shrubs here. And then a light on the house. And then we'll put some clouds. Again, my favorite birds. I like birds in the sky. We'll put another little bird there. And maybe another tree here. We'll put some leaves. And don't forget, we have to sign our name. So, Motor Mark. And my little smiley face. So we have a competition. So mail me your samples. Go to www.motorkidsclub.com. And if we feature you on the show, because we're going to be picking one all the time, you will get this nice pin and you'll enter into a big competition and hopefully you can win the big prize that we're going to have. So with my friends here, we're going to call it a day. So we'll see you next time. Bye!